What's going on, y'all, man? You know what it is, man. It's your boy 12 Gauge 365, man. And hey, man, I just wanted to give a quick review over the weekend, man. There's a lot of good football being played over the weekend, a lot of great fights being displayed over the weekend, but we all know the ultimate fight I'm talking about, man. It's the Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. Bro, that fight was amazing, bro. Like, I can't even, like, I'm still, I just had to watch the fight again just because, man, bro, I don't think anybody expected Terrence. I mean, I expected Terrence Crawford to win. I know Terrence Crawford had a lot of naysayers when the fight was first announced. Man, you know, a lot of Canelo's fan base just didn't really want to give Terrence Crawford a shot. They just acted like, Canelo was just gonna knock him out. But if you're a real Terrence Crawford fan, and like it was never gonna go down like that. It was never gonna go down like that. Yeah, like and I just me personally, I was just shocked to see how many people just automatically just counted Terrence Crawford out because, I mean, if you looked at his body of work, I mean, even though this was a big weight jump for him, like, I mean, we know like Terrence Crawford is not. I mean, even from his wrestling background, like, the guy knows how to put on weight. Like, that should have been obvious from day one, and him having that tough background that he did. Like, bro, there was no way Canelo was just gonna come in and just hit something, land something clean on him and just knock him out. Like, it just wasn't gonna happen, man. Terrence Crawford is somebody that can easily manipulate you into thinking that, oh, he just don't have nothing to throw, and then all of a sudden you just get hit with a 6-7 punch combo. But I mean, even still, man, I mean, if you look at Canelo's knockouts and stuff, I mean, he does have power, but I mean, honestly, if Canelo's gonna knock you out, it's gonna be in the later rounds. It's gonna be in the second half of the fight. Like, it's not. I mean, when he started really stepping up in competition, like, he was getting knockouts in the fifth, sixth rounds. I mean, his last two knockouts between Caleb Plant and what's his name, Kovalev or something like that. Like, those were 11th round knockouts, and that's just how Canelo fights. He's a pressure fighter. He's gonna try to hunt you down, and he's just gonna try to land shots to the body to stop your movement. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, he's gonna catch you with something up top. Like, that's. I mean, I think he knocked Kovalev out. I think he hit him with a. Yeah, I think his lead left hand it plays a lot of factors into Canelo's knockouts. But Terrence Crawford is somebody that he can switch from orthodox to southpaw. I think he's one of the best fighters. I think he is the best fighter at switching stances, and I think he fights southpaw, but I don't even think he's left-handed. I think he's right-handed or something like that. So that just makes it even more dangerous because, I mean, that's even a kind of a concept that Bruce Lee had. Like, whatever was your dominant hand, that should be your lead hand, because your lead hand is the closest. It's the closest to your opponent's face, and especially if you're fighting orthodox versus a southpaw fighter, everybody knows that. I mean, if you are a fight fan, you should know that the lead foot, whose ever lead foot is on the outside, that's pretty much going to win most of the exchanges. And Terrence Crawford did a really good job of that, especially him being a taller fighter. I mean, even though everybody thought Canelo was going to be bigger than Terrence Crawford, like, I mean, you could see, like, even before Terrence Crawford started putting on heavyweight, you could see Terrence Crawford was the taller fighter. So all he had to do was put on I mean, I don't know what he was walking around. I don't know what weight he was walking around when he was fighting at 147. I mean, just knowing from a weight cutting standpoint, I'm gonna say maybe he cut anywhere between 15 to 25 pounds or something like that. So let's just say he walked around, like a little, like 175 or something like that, and cutting down to 147. I mean, that might be a stretch, but I mean, I think Canelo doesn't really walk around too much bigger than that. I think Canelo probably walks around 180, 190, maybe touching 200s. But I mean, it was always going to be like a 25-pound weight difference. And with Terrence Crawford being a taller fighter and the longer reach, like, the signs should have been there for everybody to know that, like, Terrence Crawford could easily outpoint Canelo. And I even told people this. I said, look, man, if Terrence Crawford can take Canelo's punches, there's no way Canelo wins the fight. The only thing that I wasn't sure of is, because you know how Canelo fights, like, he's gonna try to come in close, and once he gets in the striking range, and once he's getting that pocket range, he's gonna unload shots to the body, and he's gonna try to wear you down. That's the only thing I was kind of worried about, because with that 20 to 15 to 20 pound weight difference, I mean, yeah, even if you block those shots, like it's still gonna be there. The wear and tear is still gonna be there. And when you blocking those body shots, blocking the body punches, even if he does miss, like those punches can hit to the elbow, they can hit to the arm and stuff like that. That will weaken your arms to where, like, yeah, in the first couple of rounds, your hands might still be up, but dude, like come 7th, 8th round, your hands start dropping, and then boom, that's when before you know it, you're gonna start getting hit with those shots up top, and then eventually, you know what I'm saying, something significant is gonna land. That's pretty much Canelo's game, and it pretty much works on almost everybody. It didn't work on Floyd, it didn't work on Bivol, and I told people it wasn't gonna work on Crawford, and it didn't. I mean, you could see like from the start of round 1, Terence Crawford popping jabs, countering, pretty much blocking everything that Canelo started to do. He went from blocking the shots to kind of, okay, let me see what you got for real. And so Canelo's shots started to come through a little bit, but once Terence Crawford just started shaking his head and he figured out like, oh, okay, Canelo really ain't got too much that's gonna hurt me. You can see from the end of round 3 to the start of round 4, you can see like Crawford started to really make Canelo pay. He started countering those body shots that he was throwing. And when he started to stand his ground, like, I don't know why everybody thinks Terence Crawford ran the whole fight. Like, I just think Canelo fans are just a little bit in denial about that, but we're gonna let y'all have it because he been on top and he been carrying the boxing world he been carrying boxing on his back for a long time. So we'll just have to give him that respect, but, come on, man. You can't say Terence Crawford ran the whole fight. I think the only round that I could really give Canelo was maybe round 4 to maybe round 5, because once Terence Crawford did start to stand his ground a little bit more, Canelo's did start landing some shots too, but it wasn't nothing. You could see every time Canelo landed something, he shook his head. He was just like, nah, that ain't gonna work. So, I think from round 2 on in the fight, I think Terence Crawford knew he was gonna win the fight. The only significant shot I can really see that I could say Canelo really landed was I think in like round 10, Canelo kind of threw a real uppercut to where he thought Terence Crawford's head was gonna be, and Terence Crawford kind of landed and fell right into it, and then you could see he hopped back up and immediately clinched Canelo for like a split second. I feel like that shot was maybe the only significant shot Canelo did land, but even still, like Canelo just kind of grabbed him for a second, and I feel like, once he like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I'm good, he was back into it. So, it was pretty much the same story from round 4 on. Like once Terence Crawford stood his ground, like he was hitting Canelo with like 5, 6 shots. Like, some of it was getting blocked, but he was letting Canelo know like, hey, back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not just finna let you come in and, you ain't finna bully me like you did everybody else. So it was pretty much the same story for the end of the fight. I think round 9, Terence Crawford opened up with another big combination. Round 11, same thing. Like the start of the round, Terence Crawford really opening up on Canelo. And I think in round 12, like I think what really put the nail in the coffin, like, I think Canelo he threw something, and like Terence Crawford just kind of ducked and immediately popped him with the left hand. And even though Canelo rode with it, like Terence Crawford still hit him like cleanly. So I feel like that put the nail in the coffin. I did hear before the fight, one of the coaches like Joel Diaz or something like that said that pretty much Canelo was going to be too big and Terence Crawford pretty much can't win against Canelo, because if he does, it'll be, some kind of politicking that would have came with it. But you could kind of see that because the 115 to 113 score was kind of crazy to me, because there's no way you could say Terence Crawford only won 2 more rounds than Canelo. Like, that was crazy. Like, it should have been, even though it was a unanimous decision, it should have been like clear cut. It shouldn't have been, I don't think the round should have been that close, but either way, that's boxing. Terence Crawford got the win. People are still in denial, trying to say he ran the whole fight, but just go back and watch it, man. Terence Crawford kept his lead foot outside of Canelo's the whole fight, and Canelo didn't really have nothing for him. All he could do was really just throw those haymakers and kind of feint him into baiting Terence Crawford into leaving himself open to catch something, but Terence Crawford never went for it. He never took the bait. Like, I think him and Floyd Mayweather are 2 of the smartest minds in boxing, like I want to say, because they never really get hit with anything. We saw Floyd take a couple of hard shots from Shane Mosley. I think like that's probably like the closest he ever been to like getting knocked out. And I think in the Zab Judah fight, Zab Judah. You saw him. He kind of hit Canelo with some. He kind of hit Floyd Mayweather with some hard shots, but there was nothing really. Like, those 2 guys, like Crawford and Floyd, they don't really get hit with a lot. So, it's just kind of crazy. It's kind of funny how it was like basically Mayweather versus Canelo too. But the difference is between Crawford and Mayweather is that Mayweather, he's just gonna kind of run. He will run from you the whole fight and just kind of pop you with shots just to kind of piss you off and annoy you. and you know you just lost at the end of the day. But Crawford, he's gonna really hit you with something to back you up. Like he poses the threat of knocking you out. So you have to stay away from him. You can't really get too close for him. Like Crawford is just a little bit more aggressive than Floyd, and he does have a significant power advantage over Floyd. So I mean, I think before it's all said and done, man, Crawford is going. He should be up there. My question to the people now is, who does Crawford replace on your boxing Mount Rushmore? So, you know, it's just one of those things. And then I think you got to put Usyk up there too, because he's. I mean, I think before it's all said and done, if he never loses, he's going to be the greatest heavyweight to ever do it. I mean, obviously, besides Muhammad Ali, nobody's ever going to put him above Ali. But, you know, Usyk he's going to be there, you know. Started from a lower weight division, and he's beating up on all the heavyweights. And he's never lost. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta consider those two on the boxing Mount Rushmore. So the thing is like, what's your criteria for being the greatest of all time? Like me, I think Terence Crawford perfectly encapsulates that, like with the offense, the defense, his ability to switch. Like we've never seen nobody be able to just switch like that and just still be effective, whether he's fighting orthodox or whether he's fighting southpaw. I mean, we've seen him knock people out on both sides of the play. So, you know, it's one of those things, man. Where does he fit in your Mount Rushmore, and what's your criteria for being the greatest of all time? So, yeah, man. So, I don't know, man. That's kind of like my quick take on the fight. So, man, let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. And yeah, man, we just gonna keep this thing rolling. I think the next thing I'm gonna be reviewing is the Auburn versus Oklahoma game. Like I said in my last video, man, I think Auburn's got some. I mean, we got some things to be worried about, man. This might be our first loss of the season, man. So I'm gonna drop another video, man, and let y'all know why I think that. So yeah, man, just keep it going, man. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. So we're gonna see y'all on the next one. Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about this Auburn game next, man. 12K job.